Hello. So we are Go Play That. I'm also Itchy, and we are live with Mike and Dave from Schell Games. We're going to be playing one of their most recent babies, Orion Trail.
Yeah, I think it's right. Yeah, it's pretty recent.
I haven't played it for a few months, I gotta say. So many things may have changed in these. When was the last update for Orion Trail?
I don't know. I want to say December.
December. Yeah. It might be after I stop playing it, and so to speak. So it's gonna be good to come back and see what has been added and everything.
I've kind of seen a few of the changes because I joined your Twitch stream a couple of weeks ago, I think. Sort of few the interface, the menus changed. But yeah, could you give us a rundown before we start of what this game is? How would you describe this game?
All right. So for those of you that have played Oregon Trail, it's kind of like that but in space. But if you haven't played Oregon Trail, it's kind of, you could describe it as a choose your own space and comedy adventure. So part trying not to die horribly of space diseases like space dysentery, cosmic cholera, or just regular typhoid. And the goal of the game is to get you, your captain, your officers, and your crew to the end of each star map to help with, further expand the influence of Galaxy Force. And so basically, random events are going to happen to you and your crew. You need to figure out how you want to deal with them based off your character's stats and abilities, and then you just kind of have to grit your teeth and go with the random number generator and hope that you can make it to the end.
So that's it. Yeah, the comedy part is definitely what sold me the game, because I'm a big fan of comedy in video games myself. And for what I played on the prototype, you already won me over on that, and I immediately backed it on Kickstarter. And whenever it came out, I've been playing it in early access and everything, and whenever it finally got released, I kept playing it some more. And you kept including more things. It kept me really going for a while. Shall we get started with the game?
Absolutely. This whole thing's basically an excuse for us to write really bad space jokes and basically act as our love letter to our favorite sci-fi. So anything like Star Trek, Red Dwarf.
Yeah. There's Firefly in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Firefly.
Just go for it.
I'm loving that you guys know Red Dwarf as well. That was something I grew up with. That was on TV when I was sort of early teens, I would say.
Unfortunately, didn't get any contact with Red Dwarf, but I really want to watch it.
Dave was not familiar with Red Dwarf for this project, and I was shocked that we would be doing a game like this, and not having everyone on the team had seen Red Dwarf.
So it was some required watching for me to make sure that I, appreciated it. Man, I'm really bummed that I missed that until now. Oh, crap.
There's a big divide though. Did you watch anything after season 6?
I was warned about that. I did not. So I need to do it eventually to form my own opinion. But I was cautioned from doing it, and then eventually, we had to work on the game, so I stopped watching it.
Just sit around and watch Red Dwarf.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's research. Honestly, only goes so far, I guess. When you, yeah.
Tell you what, we're gonna do this in a bit different way. I would normally pick all 4 characters, but in the way that I have set this out, you guys are gonna be on each one of the slots of the crew.
Oh man, that's great.
And you're gonna be choosing the character that you want me to use for your slot. All right.
All right.
So I'm gonna be the commander. I wanna balls it out, so I'm gonna choose Vilia Stardust.
You gotta pick. She's got a sword. Now you have a sword.
Neat. So that's gonna be our captain. So next, Tom, you're up.
I'm up. All right. As my surname is Wolford, I'm gonna have to go with Wolfgang.
Solid pick.
You can change the name too to match.
Yeah, you can change the character's name.
Do we want to change it? I mean, it's not going to be seen anyway because you're pretty much covered in the portrait.
Text, on an away mission.
It'll be all up in the text.
All right, let's just cut it.
I think you should change Wesker out.
Wesker?
No, leave him as Wolfgang. Oh, you killed him now.
No, it's all right. I can type it again.
Do you remember how many O's there were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wolfgang Wolford.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Breaks the text.
Now,
right.
What's going to happen here, because I am actually a red shirt in this game. So
yes.
I kind of meet myself somewhere.
Yeah. If you meet yourself, you will have to fight each other to the death.
And the red shirt me will lose.
Probably, yes.
That's just laws of physics.
Yeah, exactly. That's science.
Yeah.
Scientific.
All right, who are you gonna be?
I gotta be
Mike.
Don Thacker.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Tacker?
Good friend of the show games.
I'm actually wearing he's the lead guy on Star Mazer. I'm actually wearing the Star Mazer shirt.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Accidental cross promo
It's
there.
perfect.
Nice.
this-
Yeah, it looks like everybody's representing up in here. You know?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great.
And that game that you guys made, Pitfall, was back in the day.
You want me to change the name?
That Bob is the developer of Pitfall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, time travel may have been involved.
Do you want me to change the name, Mike? Or should I leave it like that?
Yeah, sure. Just Mike, I guess.
Just straight Mike.
Boring Mike.
Mike.
All right, who am I gonna be?
Dave, you're up.
All right, I gotta be the bear.
Nice. Of course.
And his name's already David, so I mean, look at that.
Yeah. Happy coincidence, huh?
Yeah. No, we'll just leave it there.
Leave it like that.
full name.
Cool. So let's get started.
You know, if this game played out like Mass Effect, the romance options on the ship would be really weird right now.
Yeah. Well, it's what people want. They want that really weird alien stuff.
Yeah, they want bear on wolf action. I'm hearing from the people right now.
Yeah.
That is what they want.
That's what the headset's for. The people are literally talking to you, right?
This is actually the people right here.
Yes.
Mention the bear on wolf thing.
Right. Just calm down.
Okay.
All right.
I've allocated my credits, just purchased a few things, took the liberty of distributing a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
So let's
that's captain's prerogative, right?
It's your choice. I'm just an officer. I'm just a bear. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like honey and stealing picnic baskets.
Alright, let's do it. On our way.
So now this is a new thing, right? You lose.
Look at me!
That you lose resources as you travel.
So that's
No.
been it for a while.
Yeah.
Since early access, we made it a lot clearer to how we display it. Because before it was like this weird show of like crap was just flying everywhere, and it didn't make a lot of sense. So we wanted to kind of clean it up a little bit. But it seems we've arrived at Orion's buckle.
Yeah. You've reached the asteroid belt field known as Orion's Buckle. Today it appears to be dense with asteroids of all shapes and sizes. Crossing one busy, anything could happen here. We can dissolve the asteroids with science, because why not? Hitch a ride on an asteroid.
Actual science.
Yeah, with tactics, or blast the asteroids out of the way. If we were to take the highest attribute, it would be tactics, but
Yes.
we're gonna lose Hull on it. So, what's your take?
Well, I was reading that entirely wrong. I was reading that we were going to fight it with Tic Tacs, but so
Not quite.
those asteroids are going to be minty fresh.
Yeah, right.
Hitch a ride then?
Ones. You know, yeah, they're sweet. They're like, kind of like candy, but they're Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's solve this actual problem. So, yes, blue is the highest stat. However, I'm also a blue bear. Ipso facto, blue option.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I am actually
So,
in the YouTube chat channel. We do have a watcher who says they do want bear on wolf action. So
All right.
All right.
Well,
You've been heard.
yeah. The developers have heard you loud and clear. We don't know how or what form that will take.
Right. Yeah. But I'm not sure if we should be offended or if we should spring into action. Maybe.
I think the DLC should come as quickly as possible for that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right. So we went tactics, right?
yeah, time for me to face my worst enemy.
All right.
Let's do it.
Probability drive, my favorite friend.
This is new too, the way it spins.
Spinning.
It's new for you.
Neat.
Oh man. All right.
Just hung on.
Right.
Yes. So yeah, I guess
We got
last time
foods.
you played, you actually changed the show because it used to just be this kind of random, chaotic, like blipping, blooping.
Yeah, I used to see that.
There was like I don't know, kind of a momentum to the spin. So at least it looked like it was kind of understandable where it was going and where it was about to end up. So it's like, there's that moment of tension where you're like, oh my god, it's going towards the skull.
And what actually... Yeah, did you receive any kind of feedback that made you change that or something? Some of that people like felt uncomfortable with that or something?
We got some feedback on Steam along that lines. People liked the idea of the probability drive, but wanted to have more of a show with it.
Ah.
And this way, it felt like it was a little more, I guess, consistent or had like a logic to it. Man, that's weird.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I forgot to silence my phone.
It's okay.
That's cool. Is that your own music as your ringtone as well?
It's not. It's me and my daughter saying pop rocks with her voice shifted down.
Yeah, it's his own music.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So, Eldred, the mix masochist. Cyborg DJ Eldred is dropping cosmic beats in a nearby sector. The show is likely packed with wayward youths, the perfect place for a Galaxy Force recruitment. You know that Eldred has a reputation for villainous behavior. What's the plan? Infiltrate disguised as youths, Operation Recruitment Bake Sale, challenge Eldred to a mix-off with science.
Are we thinking Steve Buscemi levels of disguising as a youth?
Yes, that is very accurate.
I think there's no other option. Yeah, sorry, there's no other option. That's it. That's
The
it.
use of the word youths is really what. Also, fun fact: this is one of our Kickstarter backers. So. This is
Really?
That they backed at the tier where they got to be a villain, and they wanted to be a weird robot DJ with a little sidekick thing.
Oh,
So, yeah. So we wrote the encounter around that.
is this a little dead mouse knot?
Yeah, exactly. That's the little companion.
Nice.
I think it's Smitty is his name.
Canonically has a name.
Yeah.
But we never.
No, there's one outcome where we refer to it by name.
Oh, nice.
We're like, you have to watch out for Smitty.
Oh,
So
cool.
we got crew, so we appealed to the youths.
Yeah, we got four
We won. We're
four youths that are probably going to die a horrible death anyway. But
I was wearing my band name T-shirt, and I just walked in there with my skateboard, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, children? I'd like to go on a starship."
The problem is, if I wear my band name T-shirts, I'm like 10, 15 years out of sync. So,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Deftones, who are? At least they're still alive and performing stuff, so that's good, you know.
Yeah. All right.
alright, you're hailed by a plump cross-legged alien in a scruffy bathrobe, tube socks and sandals. Namaste, I'm the doting Dalai, guru of goodwill. Evil abounds the galaxy, so I'm bathing and passing ships in a ray of pure joy and love. We can launch a probe into the rainbow, we can thank the guru for this gift, and we can deflect the waves.
All right. Well, we don't have our tactics this time.
Yeah.
So
We don't have our tactics right now. We're pretty much evened out, you know. I mean, we have the science option that is slightly less than the attack one, but I mean, I kind of feel bad attacking a guru of goodwill and peace.
Yeah, but it's just a ruse.
Yeah, I guess.
Are we gonna kill the hippie?
Yeah, hippie
We're
walrus.
known for it.
I mean, I'm not the captain. I'm just a bear.
Hippie walrus.
He's out for Waller's blood.
Ah.
Out for blood.
Oh,
and
well.
blubber, and it looks like the blubber's gonna get you.
The rainbow light can't penetrate the sheep. The guru is sad, and actually so are a bunch of your crew who've been searching for deeper meaning. A bunch of them take the shuttle far out, to commune with the guru. So yeah, goodbye. Probably the youths that we just recruited anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they're good for nothing.
Yeah, they were probably just stoned anyway. It's like
Yeah.
Right.
whatever.
That would explain the thing, yeah, that would explain it. Oh,
Space
crisis.
Tweet.
That guy looks cool.
Naked ambition. Oh, we have 0 diplomacy, and we have
Yeah, no,
only...
this is an actual crisis.
Oh yeah, it is an actual crisis, yes. So, an ambassador on Regulon 9, which is a naturalist planet, and the tax cannot happen unless everyone there is in the nude. We get naked, or we follow... Yeah, no way.
What?
Yeah, no way.
All right.
As a wolf.
Take my clothes off.
Look, man.
Exactly, I mean, Dave is a bear, you're a wolf. I mean...
Yeah, well, looks like we should follow the local customs. This is gonna be bad.
Yeah, they're pretty angry. Oh, and I lost some bravado.
I'm
Right,
looking
because
some
we're
fruit.
willing to just go with it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain... They're calling me Captain Prude behind my back.
There you go.
Actually, as the only woman on the crew, I can understand why maybe you didn't want to get naked.
Fair.
Yeah.
You have to assume there are other red shirts that are, of any gender.
All
We have
right.
to assume that, but I mean, do they get more powerful if they take the shirts off?
That's the question. And you know what? That's fair. It may have been dangerous for let the red shirts take off their
Yeah.
clothes.
They become not expendable.
Right. They become main characters.
I'm gonna send Tom on an away mission.
The writers cannot handle that right now.
All right, so Tom, you're going out with some red shirts. You're gonna
Oh,
have
good.
some. Yeah, you're gonna have some fun. Right. Moonman gestures for your team to follow him below the ground. Smile frozen. Not so fast, Mr. Green Jeans. You're calling the shots here. We're gonna search the surface. Because why not? Wolf and Wolford explain the situation to the Moonman, who nods slightly and follows behind your team, smiling. They march through a lush and creepy forest, and they arrive. Your team stumble upon a shoddy wooden shelter with a feast laid out, a fancy table beneath it. Smiling, the Moonman produces some stone bricks and points toward the structure. Grab the food fast.
My moment of glory.
So yeah, Tom, you call this. Grab the food fast. It could be a trap. Toss the bricks at the picnic. Follow the Moonman's lead.
Well, the Tic Tacs have served me well so far, so I'm gonna grab the food fast, because
Goody.
that's what I would do in any gathering where there's food.
Yeah.
Oh, that is not a good success ratio. That is...
Well,
Okay.
we got the red shirt success ratio. Yes.
Oh,
Nope.
Poor guy. Yeah.
It's all right.
Logan's dead. Each volunteer grabs half of the food and hurries back. Sadly, Logan's food was filled with horrible spiders. Soon everyone is running as the Moonman prevents the creepy crawlers from taking another life. All right.
Sorry, Logan, buddy.
I got an achievement for that. All right, so your team descends deep into the planet following the Moonman. They fall into a cramped cavern filled with crates and debris. Someone sneezes. The tunnel behind quakes and then caves in. Your team is trapped. You use a plasma grenade to escape. You initiate the Kumbaya protocol. Or you search the crates for something useful.
All right, Tom.
Well, it's
What
still
is
me. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Okay.
This is your show, man.
this is your away mission.
Yeah. Okay. I was briefly distracted. I'm the worst wolf. I'll go tactics again. Why not? It's never failed me.
Well, it just did, Kill the red shirt.
Look. Too soon, man. I'm sorry.
So the less red shirts you have, the more critical failures possibilities you have. So yeah, we failed
more
right now.
veterans that die, more skulls will start appearing on the board,
Yeah.
and it kind of gets worse and worse. Kind of a press your luck situation of how far do you really want to take this away mission to get the loot at the end.
So yeah, instead of one red shirt, we just kill two.
But with lasers, which is
Yeah.
the best way to go.
Find a pair of laser shovels and start to dig. Lasers leak out of the shovels, melting the two diggers as they finish the hole. Okay.
All right, we are looking
So-
low on.
We found a casket. Asian dusty crypt. A stone casket stands ominously at the center of the crypt. So what do you do with the casket? You pop it open, you keep moving, let it go, and we just back out.
Yeah, crack it open. We may as you say, press your luck. We're already 3 red shirts down.
Well, it's just an ominous casket.
All right.
My favorite type of casket.
To the team's horror, a tangled maze of old bones heaves itself out of the casket. The bone thing's 4 skulls stare at your team as it reaches into the casket to retrieve a sword and a shield. Look at that. I have a sword myself. So yeah, Wolfgang Wolford is in order. So
In glorious battle.
there's no other way. There's no other way.
There's no other real option.
Yeah, no tea and biscuits. I'm not really English. It's fine.
Oh,
Go on, buddy.
Jeez.
all right.
That didn't work.
Yeah. Getting closer and closer to those skulls.
Yeah. Terror defends its crypt with ruthless efficiency. It loses momentum when both Kozlowski and another crew member are impaled upon his sword. Everyone retreats, and 2 of them die. Right. So we escape that. Your intrepid team now arrive at the bowels of a dark, damp dungeon. The walls are fuzzy with moss. An enormous blob creature glistening with mushrooms and tendrils is sleeping. Ish. So,
You say.
yeah, ish. Collect a biosample, season it with a salt cannon, or use the wall moss to climb over it.
Just because it's the most ridiculous option, I'm going to go with the salt cannon.
Of course. Of course.
So it's the highest density of puns, I think, in one option.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, come on!
That was cheap, man.
What was that nonsense?
I didn't say the probability was fair. It's
I was not expecting that. Alright, so what happened? Oh, you lost 1 health. Dark flexing flash gun pepper. Wait a second, that's the wrong weapon. The blob sneezes itself awake and blasts Wolf and Wolford with a stream of burning spores. The party escapes down a narrow side path.
I can't go home yet. This is way too much responsibility.
Okay. All right, so it's a crumbling stone bridge leading up to a platform suspended above the pit. That's got to be the treasure. So do we just leave it to the Moon Man? Do we lasso the platform and pull it in? Or do we make a daring dash across the bridge?
Daring dash. Come on.
Yeah.
All or nothing. Double or quits. Death or glory.
Yeah.
Very likely death.
Death. Thank you.
Maybe death, but you know what?
Maybe not yours.
Success. Glory. All right.
Yeah.
It's
Not yours, at least.
glory. It's more gory than glory, but
All right, so yeah, Walter Weatherman doesn't make it.
poor Walter Weatherman.
The man has a solid name, at least. We can, it's going to cost a lot of money to get that tombstone engraved.
Oh yeah, man. Look.
Do we claim the treasure or do we leave it to the Moon Man?
What? Claim it.
That's the top.
All right.
I
Oh,
got 300 things.
you just found two red shirts on the chest, apparently.
I think those are your surviving.
You're right. Oh wait,
They
who's
were
this guy?
hiding inside the chest. God.
Who's this
How do
guy?
you think they made it this far? They were in the chest the whole time. Just waiting to be saved.
All right, it could have gone worse. No,
Yeah, that's your
yeah,
stats. You're better at tactics and science.
yeah. Pretty cool.
You took a ding to your health, but that's okay.
Could be
All
worse,
right,
yeah.
so I'm going to take a little breather there. How did a game like this come about, from inception? Like, do you walk into your office one day and say, hey, guys, I've got this crazy idea?
So, thinking back, there's a weird story to how this all started. The short version is every year at Schell Games we have a week called Jam Week, where everyone in the studio gets to make different types of prototypes or learn something new to, basically bring into their other projects. But the idea is that Schell Games uses this week to basically try other stuff, try weird things that might not actually work, but it's a safe space to experiment and try things. And the other goal is to hopefully find and make products, or IPs that could be used for future stuff. And way back when Evan Brown and I had been working on a project together, and he made a piece of concept art that's very similar to the little bridge that you actually see in the bottom of the screen right now. And we didn't know what the game for it was going to be, but we wanted to, we wanted something that evoked that feeling of being on the Star Trek bridge and hanging out with the captain and crew and having the weird, wacky, and dangerous stuff that could happen to you while you're traveling through space. And eventually, when it was time for Jam Week about 2 years ago at this point, we were like, oh, I don't know, what are we going to do? I'm not sure. I was originally thinking about this robot battling game that was way overscoped and too complicated. But then I saw that concept art again of the Captain's Bridge. It's like, okay, well, what game would, what type of game would let this exist? And I'd recently been playing a game called Super Amazing Wagon Adventure.
Which is an amazing game.
It is.
Yes, that game's incredible. And it's like, it's like, the way I'd like to, it's kind of like a hyperactive kid telling you about playing Oregon Trail. It's like, oh, I got the gun, I'm shooting the thing, I'm riding the thing, we're going this way, there's bandits and I'm shooting the deer. And so I wanted to try to capture that misremembered nostalgia of Oregon Trail almost. And it seemed like it would make a lot of sense to have, a choose-your-own space adventure type of game in the style of Oregon Trail, but not exactly like Oregon Trail. And so that was sort of the kind of the seed that was planted with at least the team here at Schell that we ended up kind of getting together for the prototype. And that's great.
It's all your fault, Dave.
Yes. Thanks to the months and months of hard work that we all put into this. So that's kind of the short version of this, is that basically we had a Jam Week. It was well received in the studio. Everyone was really excited about the writing, basically it seemed like the possibilities for this thing were kind of endless, just because it's like, man, you could go anywhere with this. And so does that answer your question?
Very much so, yeah. No, it's cool. For me, like, working in a normal sort of office environment where you would walk in and, maybe tell your boss an idea and then it just goes nowhere. It's really nice that something like that could happen, that you could have this week and you could say, like, hey, I've made this crazy, ship swapping shooting game or Oregon Trail influenced space opera. It's really cool.
It is.
Yeah. Enemy Mine was actually a Jam Week too. Was it 3 years ago?
Yeah, it was like the year or two before Orion Trail.
Yeah, it was the same deal though. Just an idea. Here's a week to work on it. It seemed like there was something there after a week, so we did something with it.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about those these two games as well, because Bob told me that you're working on, like, I know, and I've seen as well, you guys are working on a bunch of VR stuff, I think, at the moment. I Expect You to Die.
Yep.
Is one. But before we get into that kind of thing, I was really wondering if you had plans to bring either Orion Trail or Enemy Mine to different platforms.
I'm glad you asked. No.
And I really didn't know the answer to this before the question.
Yeah, no. Hey, check is in the mail.
Yeah.
So the actual truth is that we actually did port Orion Trail to the Gear VR, and so it's the same gameplay where you're moving the ship and going from that planet to planet, but the point of view is you are on the captain's bridge, and so you're sitting in the chair. All the characters have been made into 3D models, and they're standing around you. So if
I've seen a few videos, yeah.
Yeah, right here, the big blue bear would be like standing right behind me, and I could look at him, and he would look at me, and it'd be kind of a weird moment because he's a bear in a uniform.
And he locks eyes with a wolf, and
yeah, and then the magic happens.
Say more.
Bomb chicka wow wow indeed.
Yeah, exactly. But that was released close to December, actually.
Ouch.
So around Christmas time, we had that thing ready for the Gear VR launch, and we are investigating whether or not we can bring it to other platforms, but there's nothing solidified yet. Other VR platforms specifically.
Okay.
And then, while there's no official plan for it yet, we've always dreamed of this being some sort of iPad game or like a tablet game, just because like it seems like the perfect kind of thing to be like, I'm just gonna do a couple encounters, put the thing down, go do something else, come back to it, try to finish the star map later, that kind of thing. And a lot of the considerations we made for the game were to keep it tablet friendly.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question, because I've seen videos about Orion Trail in VR, which actually looks amazing. I wish I could try it out, but I really like the voxel art that you took on that. But this game really begs me to be played on a tablet while I poop or something.
Right, sure.
Well,
that's just
or in bed, I mean, doing whatever.
Captain's log.
So yeah.
You poop, Bob, if you build your toilet into a replica of the captain's chair.
Yep.
And play it in VR.
The game doesn't run if you don't do both of those things.
Yeah.
It's a weird tech limitation, but we could not figure a way around it. You have to be playing in a chair that looks exactly like the chair in here.
Maybe I can try it out on the Star Fox X-Wing.
There you go. Nice.
That's now his...
I'm glad that came up again.
It just keeps coming up. I can't do anything about it.
It's Bob lives in Germany now. It's a natural progression.
They give you a sex swing when you move in.
Yeah, you know what those are.
I'm not really shitting you when I say this, but when I was living in Frankfurt, I went to visit a flat, and this flat had a stripper pole in it. I mean, it had no furniture, but for some reason, it did have a stripper pole on it. And I have no...
Pole is very versatile in terms of what it could be used for.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, you have the living room, and oh my god, of all things, you have the living room, and then in the middle of it, you have this pole, and it's like, yeah, it really baffled me. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna fail this run, guys.
Yeah, I think we're gonna die really quickly, aren't we?
Yeah, oh my god.
We're just out of food and fuel.
And crew.
Yeah, we're in trouble here.
So I'm gonna start starving. I will go to that planet as soon as possible. I will not make it, but you will go on without me. And it will be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's it to live or not live to die.
That makes no sense, but hey.
And you found a gravestone. Could it be mine? Oh my god.
It's your cousin, Tom.
It's you from a future time.
A very close future time.
Yeah, a really close future time.
This is me in like 30 minutes.
Exactly. This would have killed your crew, but it's fine. You don't have a crew.
People who don't exist keep getting killed anyway.
It's a new game.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Not enough red shits. Do it.
You know what? My plan is flawed, realizing that we don't have any red shirts to take away.
It's okay.
Send me down there. I'll be fine.
Mike can take them.
Definitely
It's
find
fine.
some food first.
Nope.
Let's just do it.
Nope.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Nope. Don't need it.
What could
Yeah.
go wrong?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to ask.
You guys should write it.
The man who just last week was singing a song about a chipmunk has now to do a test of bravery.
Yeah, that's true. Chipmunks are brave.
Yeah, they're the. I can't think of them.
They're like the tough squirrels. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
They're scrappier squirrels.
They're the Navy SEALs of the nature.
Chip and Dale with chipmunks, right? I guess.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And
They
they're
were
the rescue
rangers. Yeah.
So what's it gonna be, Mike? Do you?
Chipmunks.
You
The-
might have to read it out.
Yeah. There's some large elephant centaur towers above you, menacingly wielding a tree trunk in its trunk. Anyway, really big and scary. So, what do? Do you lure it out a corner and immobilize it? Do you try and befriend it, or do you try to ride it?
You know what? We have to go against the stats here.
You think so?
Yes.
I wanted to ride it.
No, we need we need to go against the stats.
All right. Well,
Taking advice from a dead guy.
since you're dead.
This is the Obi-Wan moment.
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Let's make friends with
Don't
this thing. All right.
use the force, Mike. Or no, sorry,
Okay.
use the farce.
Oh my goodness.
It's not looking good, Mike.
Can't go wrong.
Everybody channel their energy.
Oh, come on.
Pray to Aaron Jesus.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
so close.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. Oh well.
All right.
Well, you didn't starve at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You went out on your own terms.
That's
Yeah.
right. Now you guys are gonna starve.
That's a different game, Mike.
Oh yeah.
You know what's okay? Bob's gonna make it to this Class B star, and that'll be that. And now we have a cat.
Emaciated beyond recognition.
You know what? You're not gonna make it.
Didn't make it.
Captain's down. Mission
Yeah,
failed.
mission failed.
Wow.
Incredibly dead.
That's a good level of death, though.
Yep. I wonder if you're around here. Let's see the red shirts. Hacked to death. Died of embarrassment. What?
No, I think it comes up in bold if it's named red shirt, right?
What? Sorry?
In text, it actually comes up in bold in the text if it's a named red shirt.
Yeah, well, so we have just this giant running list of every red shirt that dies, and then of the 8 red shirts that go on your away mission, we call out their names in orange, just so that you realize, oh, this guy just bit it, or this thing happened to this guy.
All right.
But every red shirt has a name. Even though there's like 40 red shirts, they all have names.
Yep.
Families.
They were all Kickstarter backers as well, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
That didn't go so well. Let's try this again.
That's fine.
I'm gonna be a bear now.
Let's start to stack.
All right.
Yes,
I have
absolutely.
bear on wolf now. That's
Poponate.
so. Before we get right into this, Mike, any
Yes.
plans for Enemy Mind on consoles?
There's not a lot of good hope for Enemy Mind on consoles. Really, because it was made. It is actually an Adobe Air app made in Flex, which makes it very difficult to port off of PC. So, unless somehow by tons of magic there were tons of people suddenly playing it and loving it and talking about it, we could maybe resurrect it and do something with it. But it is pretty much in the video game graveyard at this point.
That is unfortunate.
I would have never guessed that it's an Adobe Air app. Really.
Yeah. It's the truth.
Yeah. I know. It's just, I don't know.
You see, because I have a small problem, as mentioned earlier, my tiny London house is tiny, and I don't have a place where I can set up a PC that's comfortable for gaming. I'm literally sat right now on a kind of sofa bed type thing, like a fold-up cushion, in the corner of my bedroom, so I can do this without anything else attacking me. So yeah, I'm missing a lot of PC games. It's one reason why I thought Orion Trail on tablet would be amazing. Another reason, if my PS4 was to suddenly see, Enemy Mind, it would be cool.
Yeah, I would love that, and it plays like a game that you would expect to see on a console.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's just no good path for it.
So we need to. We'll get a hashtag going or something.
Yeah. For what it's worth.
Bring back Enemy Mine.
For what it's worth, if you ever do a Kickstarter to bring Enemy Mine to console, so that you have my money, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Tom,
Trying to convince other people that that's a good idea.
you choose.
It's a discussion to have at least.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Joni Bubbly Rich, because she sounds like the sort of, I don't know what she sounds like. She sounds like some terrifying woman from, central London. Maybe life has been a little cruel to her.
Oh, Mike. Yeah, you get to be Don Tucker again.
I'll stick with Don.
Okay.
You never let me down.
Right. The Elephant Centaur let you down.
That's right.
me telling you to go with the one thing you didn't have a stat in let you down.
It actually did, didn't it? I was surprised.
You were on that spot if you had it. All right, I gotta go with nervous George Lucas over there up the upper left.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Dave Bennett, right?
Yep. 2 N's, 2 T's. Yeah, there you got it.
Double Dave.
He hesitated over the last T, though.
Yeah, I mean...
But he got there in the end.
I'm not a native English speaking, guys. Just bear it. Okay. We need more red shirts. To kill, I think.
I don't know if we need that many red shirts.
Maybe too many, yeah.
I'm not the captain. I'm just really sweaty and nervous.
You do what you think. I don't think I never take extra crew.
We could have used them last time.
Yeah.
What did you suggest, Dave? Sorry?
No, I would take one more thing of food.
Right. And up we go. Yeah.
That's from the designer's mouth, so you better listen there, Bob.
Yeah.
Captain or no captain.
Yeah.
Speaking of design, Dave,
Yes.
what exactly got you into game design? Tell me about it.
All right, let's see. I've always been playing games since I was a wee lad. I don't know why I said that, but
That's Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Northern Europe rubbing off on you there.
Yeah, that's what I guess. It's weird. All right. So yeah, I've been playing video games my whole life. It wasn't until near the end of undergraduate studies that I realized that I wanted to do it as a career. I was actually going into, it was weird. At first, in high school, I was like, I'm going to be making films, and documentaries and stuff. And I was like, actually, I don't want to do that. I'm more interested in computer programming. And so I learned about computer programming. And then I was specifically like, I want to make lots of money, so I'm going to do business applications. And
Nice, good choice.
I mean, that seemed like where the money was.
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and I was like, man, this is soulless and boring.
It really is.
And while I could make money with this, I would hate myself every day if I actually did this for a career. So then, kind of in a moment of panic, I looked up basically programs that could help me, learn skills that I need to get for making video games. And after some self-taught classes in game programming and other things like that, I found the Entertainment Technology Center here in Pittsburgh. It's a program run by Carnegie Mellon, and so I applied to that. I had some dealings with them in the past. I actually taught
That
classes.
sounds shady.
What's that?
That sounds very shady.
Yeah, I had some dealings.
Dealings in the past.
Yeah, we don't like to talk about it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
I lost my train of thought. What actually happened was, so I had actually worked with a program called Alice, which is what you can teach kids how to program, and I usually use that in undergrad to teach other students how to program.
I didn't know you did Alice.
Yeah, no, I did. It's weird, and so that's how I actually found out about the ETC originally, because I came here to talk to people at Carnegie Mellon about Alice and stuff like that, and then 2 years after that, I had got when I had this moment of crisis where I was like, I don't want to do this thing I've been building my career for. I remember the ETC, and I was like, oh, you know what? I think I want to make video games. And so I applied to that, and then I got in, and since then I've been doing all sorts of weird projects and ended up here at Schell Games.
That's really cool.
home of weird projects.
The home of weird projects. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny because I'm also a game designer, and I'm also coming initially from filmmaking. You know, I've also studied for filmmaking and everything, and it's funny to make the connection. Like people who are into video games and into filmmaking turn out somehow into being game designers at some point, which is really cool.
Yeah, in my mind, it has something to do with the fact that both mediums you tell stories.
Yes.
And so I like. In the same vein, like, if I wanted to tell a story through film or games, they're just different types of stories that you can tell. And, whether you're a DMing a campaign for your friends, or, I don't know, writing weird fan fiction about wolves and bears looking at each other. I don't know. It seems like it's all kind of the same vein, and there's this want to tell these kind of strange stories.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Thanks for sharing that, man. Really.
We have a question from Hush as well, who was the new guy. The new guy who piqued your rage at one point.
Just for a minute, it was just a second of rage. I'm sorry if it was inappropriate.
No.
He didn't want to be involved today, but he was too scared. It's like
we just use it to poke fun at him. It's all right.
Perfect.
It was the first podcast he'd ever done with us, and he just managed to piss off our entire our entire audience being, of course, you, Mike.
Hey, man, that can't be true.
No, it's
also Simon around, yeah.
Yeah, there's also Fire Punch, the dev of Chicken Jump. But he wanted to know, like, if you could go, and he said, I'm phrasing the question as he asked it, if you could go anywhere in time, Doctor Who style, I think in keeping with the sci-fi theme, if there was one game of any platform or any time that you would like to have been involved in making, what game would it have been?
Wow. That is a deep-ass question. Yeah. First of all, would I be Doctor Who, or would I be, like, your companion?
Wait, is it me? Am I going?
I don't know. It could be either of us.
Yeah, you could.
I actually want to hear both answers.
Yeah.
Wow, that's tough.
So you want to start?
I'm still trying to come up with something.
All right.
There's so many.
I'm gonna go with it. So I will say my favorite game of all time is a game called Escape Velocity, which is an old Mac shareware game where it's kind of like Freelancer, or later games are like the X series, where you're basically a spaceship captain, you're flying around. It's kind of a sandbox where you can be a pirate or a trader or do whatever. There are storylines that you can follow if you want to ally yourself with one of the factions. And that really captured my imagination, playing it on my old Mac Performa 2. And I would have loved to be a part of that, and because I know part of the nostalgia for me of these old space games. I mean, you're playing Orion Trail, for God's sakes. This is part of the badass feeling of being a space captain, doing what you want, whatever you want to do. And I would have loved to be a part of that, because those guys had a lot of fun with it. And I think the company's named Ambrosia Software, and they were like the kings of Mac shareware in the heyday. It's really weird.
I did not know that game.
Yeah, no, it's a cool game. You should I think the later versions of it were ported to PC.
I think I heard the name.
Really? Escape Velocity Nova is the last one.
I think I heard the name, but I never played it.
Yeah, it's really cool. At least 8-year-old me thought it was really cool.
I did play a truckload of Freelancer though, so yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So, Mike?
All right, I've got one. What comes to mind for me is Star Castle, which is it's an old vector game, arcade game. The thing that I would love to see from the inside perspective, it's a game that still holds up. They had it out at PAX a couple years ago when I was out there, and they had that arcade museum, and they had it. And I just stood and watched other people play it, and it does this genius thing where it's so well balanced and so simple. And I don't know if they just stumbled upon that, or if they had some genius stroke where they crafted this. It has this great triangularity where you're trying to shoot your way through a shell, but if you shoot every bit of the shell, another shell grows in, so you can't shoot at all. So you have to be really careful and aim your shots. And at the same time these things are attacking you from the sides and stuff. It's fairly hard to describe, but you should check out Star Castle.
Okay.
I'm busy taking notes on my phone just under the camera here.
You can
Also, we are getting some love off Earl, another member of our team who's following in the chat, and he has 3 exclamation marks after escape velocity.
Yes.
He's like, he loved that game apparently. And so just when I thought you'd maybe gone too niche, Earl brings it back, so that's cool.
Look, it exists.
Yeah.
Can't follow me there.
Yeah, it's a real game. I believe you. Yeah, grab MAME and legally of course purchase the ROM or whatever. But check out Star Castle. It's an amazingly simple game that really holds up on design.
Speaking of Doctor Who, Sir Fluffy of TARDIS just died.
Well, sometimes it's your time.
You probably shouldn't have let that in.
We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep it out of the stream.
Thank you. Yeah.
Perfect. We don't want the BBC coming after us.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they can do now. They got no money. It's fine. Yeah, there's like a whole thing in England now that they're like, whatever problems we have with austerity, politics, corruption, all of this kind of thing, they're gonna axe 11,000 recipes from the BBC database.
I read about that. I was really confused about it, and I was because as an ignorant American over here in the States, I was just like, what problem is this solving to remove a bunch of recipes from the BBC?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what problem it's not solving, and that's the rioting that's starting right now because of this.
Wow.
Burning police cars out there. It's intense. No,
Are you being serious?
No, of course not. But
Okay. Look, man, there could have been really good recipes.
They are. I mean, my entire cooking style. If I don't really know what to cook, the first site I go to is the BBC recipe website. Like, because like the BBC is more. It's more of like an institution here. It's a repository of just about everything. You want to learn a language, you can go to the BBC. You can get language classes. You want to read the news, watch live sport. Well, live text sport. Everything like this, you go to the BBC. So it's like a massive thing for the British that they're going to take away all these online recipes.
It's weird. I just don't understand how that would save any money, because it's not like there's that.
It's one MySQL database. It's open source software.
Yeah, but you know how corporate website builders just rip people off. They probably paid like 14.
Sure.
That is true. Yeah, government contract to build a website. That's an expensive website.
Like you just toss it away there. Like, yeah, it's just a MySQL database. Like, it's no problem. I could do it in 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah. No, that's fair.
And that's why you don't have any money.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's why I'm now in this business instead of the business applications.
I've actually done websites for government contracts with my previous play, and you do rip them off. Because honestly, they have huge budgets that they have to spend. Like they're not trying to be cheap. They want to spend their budget so they can get it reallocated next year.
I think it's basically. I think it's that. I think a lot of people. But what is surprising is that everybody's really angry about the recipes rather than,
the mismanagement of money.
Yeah, exactly. The potential horror that's happening everywhere in the world right now.
Look, man, they're my recipes. Okay.
Exactly. I have a date. I have my own little login. I've got my recipe book saved in there.
Yeah.
It's gonna cause a problem because then I'd have to go back to like another site like All Recipes, which is all in like imperial measurements because it's American.
Yeah. The best kind of measurements.
Yeah. What is an ounce?
They're your measurements. Why did you abandon them?
Because Europe. Those dang Europeans came in here and took our forced their metrics upon us. But anyway, yeah. How are we doing, Bob? Are we dying? We seem to be okay.
We are. Yeah, we're doing okay so far, but we are so far away.
That's okay. Look at that. We just got more stats.
Yeah, we're still like.
Next mission.
Never look at it.
Don't look at it.
No. It's.
You gotta captain it through your gut. Don't use your eyes or brain.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really concerned about the distance. I'm just like concerned of like surviving every event as an individual.
Sure.
So yeah, the distance is not a problem. So far we're doing good, and I think we can make this. But yeah, we'll see.
So, what games are you looking forward to at the moment? Is there anything that's catching your eye, or you think we should take a look at, and the potential viewers take a look at?
Well, let's see.
Now's your time for cross promotion.
Cross promotion. Well, Star Mazers, no. Star I don't know when Star Mazers is coming out. I should know that.
I don't know if they know when it's coming out.
Yeah, they're releasing.
They're doing Star Mazer DSP.
Yeah, which is like the shmup component of.
Yeah,
Star
it's the shmup only, and it does look really good.
So that's pretty cool. I've been super hot into Stellaris right now.
Oh right.
Which is Paradox's new grand strategy 4X space sim. I don't know if you detect a theme of the things I like.
Yeah.
But it is really, I don't know, the scale and scope of it's amazing. Weird to say that one of my favorite things about it is the writing, because a lot of strange sci-fi events will happen to you, and it's kind of got this Orion Trail-esque thing where you pick, how you want to deal with the situations based off of not necessarily your skills, but like your beliefs and traits as an entire species and federation. So it's I don't know, it's really good. It's got some bugs, but even with the bugs, I am really enjoying it. And then next week, Overwatch comes out, and I'm really excited about that.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
We are super hyped about it.
For a fast-paced arena shooter.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Just
so it looks really good.
Quick petrifaction, that's, yeah.
I don't have the time for that. Between basically Stellaris up to Overwatch seems to be my current gaming plan.
It's a nice mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I gotta ask at least, Overwatch on PC or on consoles?
I prefer PC.
Yeah, right. We should play it someday together.
Okay.
Except Tom can't because, reasons stated before. He will play it on consoles, but...
My condolences.
But we should play it someday.
Yeah, no, you should send me your Battle.net ID.
Sure, we'll do.
We'll be the best friends on both streams and internet.
Well, you'll always have Go Play That to back you up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
another cheap trick.
In the beta, I have to mention this because Earl's still lurking in the chat, I think. But in the beta, like Earl got a 55-0 kill streak.
Pretty good. That's a lot. That's a lot of kills.
Yeah.
That's just insane. I was playing I got 16-3 or something like that. Like, that's pretty nice. And he's 55 for nothing. As Diva, which is a really hard character to play.
Diva's my favorite character, so props to that. Yeah, Titanfall, also a really good game. Just by the way, big robots shooting each other. And he's getting the game is way past its prime right now, and I don't recommend it.
You're still playing it?
No, I'm not even playing it, but I will evangelize that game any day of any week.
I've never played it.
Me too.
It's so good. It's so fast, and the robots are big and awesome. But even if you're a little guy, you can still shoot the robot, and you jump on the robot and shoot it. And I'm frothing at the mouth about it.
Yeah.
But the second one comes out in fall, and I'm really excited about that.
I should try it.
Yeah.
It was nice. I played 5 minutes.
Take any time sync. I just don't. I'm honestly, I'm too busy. All my free time goes to trying to get that Kickstarter album done because a lot of people have paid for it and it's just not.
Which is the perfect time to segue into your music, Mike. Look at that. That was a.
So you're making an album?
I am.
I really liked.
It's just taking me. It's taking me a really, really long time, and I'll be releasing it as soon as I can.
You can totally blame the backers, though, right? Because we were slow in sending you our samples.
I don't want to blame the backers. Honestly, a lot of people have not sent samples in. That's okay. I'm almost caught up to everyone who has.
So then you can start blending.
So I'm probably a week away from being able to say people haven't sent me stuff, but it's slow going.
What you need to do is send a deadline. Be like, hey, if you don't give me your samples by this date, I'm just gonna make a sound for you, or I'm just gonna say your name.
Yeah.
In the song.
I'm gonna say your name backwards.
Right.
Make it. Yeah.
Dave Bennett. This could have been your cool sound.
Sorry, man.
This is your fault, not mine.
Yeah, I guess I could do a deadline. I don't know. I feel weird about that.
You could always, just leave the other songs. You could say the name and say like, you paid however much for this. Ha.
Well, just between you, me, and the internet.
Yeah.
I would come up with a deadline, and then don't be that strict about it.
Yeah, that might be.
Just say that there's going to be a deadline.
All right, there's totally be a deadline, and I absolutely mean it.
Yeah, so you are a very prolific musician, shall we say? You tend to put out quite a lot of content. You do the music for Schell games as well, right? Am I correct in saying that?
No, actually, I do very little of the total music that comes out of Schell games. I did Orion Trail, mostly just because it's in my musical wheelhouse, because I like to do chiptune stuff, and so I got teamed up there, and it's the same deal with Enemy Mind. I did more of the music way back when we were doing like weird stuff like Puzzle Clubhouse and stuff. I just got involved there because we needed so much music so quickly. But we actually have a team of actual professionals that do professional and reasonable sounding music for most of our stuff.
The so-called real musicians.
Yeah, real musicians that make the real music, and we need a bunch of beeps and boops. That's when I get to.
You're the guy.
Yeah, and it was like, get the BB guy.
But yeah, so if anybody does want to check out, if anybody's watching, sorry, I just got distracted by Earl in the chat, who is lurking. He's just confirmed it. But yeah, if anybody, your website, if you want to give us just a quick promotion of your website.
Oh, sure, yeah. It's rainbowkitten.com.
And that won't take you to the other Rainbow Kitten, will it?
Is there another Rainbow Kitten?
Yeah. It's Rainbow Kitten Surprise, I think they're called.
Oh, yeah, they're stealing all my press. I had the name before them. But apparently they're a better band. What are you going to do?
Go to
I actually just released an album 2 days ago or something.
You did?
Yeah, I was about to tell you that I was listening to it this morning while I was working, and I really liked it.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
So yeah, nice one.
You see, I never listen to Mike's albums on purpose. I have them in my playlist. So when it comes on at random, I'm always in the tube, like going to work, like, what is this?
That's what I'm really going for.
Yeah, you got a little bit of Leonard Cohen in there, you got a little bit of Tom Waits, then you get some, I don't know, some heavy rock, and then suddenly you get these weird beeps and boops going.
Baffling music.
Yeah.
Just inserted in your
The adjective you're going for, the emotion, is bewilderment.
Yeah, that's it. I'm utterly confused when you listen to my music.
Especially, I do recommend it. Just drop one or two of Mike's songs into a random playlist with more than 100 tracks, and I guarantee you, it will weird you out every time.
They invite people over and act like everything's normal when it comes on.
Hey Matt, well, I have to tell you that I actually had 2 Christmases ago when I was still in Spain. I had a Mike Tiv Christmas with you. Like, that was the only Christmas music that was played in my house.
That's so nice.
You made that, didn't you? Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, I totally have a Christmas album.
I had between you and the Netflix app that just plays The Roaring Fire.
Yeah.
That covers all the bases.
I've got that. I've got that set because I actually made a U-log video of that album, so you can go on YouTube and The Roaring Fire.
Cut out the middle.
I didn't know that. Screw Netflix.
Oh my god, I just lost 12 treasures on this?
Yeah, that's
Jesus.
a lot of crew.
Wow.
What did you do, Bob? I leave you alone for like 2 minutes and
I think
massacring our crew.
I think I may have tried attacking the robotic DJ.
He's
But-
just clicking on buttons now. He doesn't.
Do not take it. Yeah. Do not take my word for granted.
Yeah, I think Bob is trying to kill Tom.
Look.
I actually pulled him off the away mission just before he died. So. Carlito Pfeiffer, loved by friends and family sometimes.
That's a pretty gangster name right there.
It's a good one.
And for some reason,
Shit gets shot.
nice, because I paid my respect to a dead man.
The good news is we can lose this mission and then we can wrap it up. I can go for dinner because my girlfriend is waiting downstairs with dinner very impatiently.
Yeah, I think we can wrap it up after this mission, regardless of the
I'm gonna
results.
get stabbed for this, but
We've already taken a lot of your time.
as we're coming to sort of the end of our time, is there anything you want to sort of, desperately shout out and go, hey, keep your eyes on this, listen to this, go here, support Schell Games in any way you can?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you haven't tried Orion Trail, we're both on Steam, itch.io, and the Samsung Gear VR store, and we'll be letting you guys know if we do have any plans for bringing Orion Trail to other platforms.
Yeah.
The hope is soon, maybe asterisk. But we'll see what the actual timeline for anything like that is.
Yeah, and you can follow Schell Games on the Twitter and the social media whatevers, and
The Twitch, which we stream every Friday. We're streaming tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, you should talk about your stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a very special stream.
It's a very special stream with myself and a friend of the studio / employee of the studio.
Yeah, I was gonna
I don't know where I want to go with this.
Has he been fired?
Well, that's what the stream's about.
It's going to be a doozy.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You will not believe what happens next. No, we're actually gonna be playing Twilight Struggle on Steam. So he and I will be. He just picked up the PC version of that. So we're gonna be streaming me and him versus the AI. I'm assuming we're the United States against Russia, but I don't know what he wants to do. He could be a filthy communist, for all I know. But
No, I'm sure that's what he wants to do. I thought you were going to get Greg and Mike to play the Russians.
so well. Those are employees in our studio that happen to be Russian.
And you just want to go dominate them at a PC version of a board game about the
Right,
Cold War.
yeah. That's.
Make them feel bad.
Well, actually, one of us will be playing the PC, the other will be playing the board game version, and we're just gonna keep moving the piece now.
Keep it in sync.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna. So we're gonna be playing that tomorrow. I think it's gonna be around 5 or 6 East Coast time,
Yeah.
maybe 5 o'clock.
I think you guys said 5.
Yeah, so we're gonna start at 5, and then we're gonna go for a couple hours. I don't know how long. My assumption is that game will take about 2 hours to finish, but we'll just be in there, just hanging out, shooting the breeze.
Yeah.
The commies.
Yeah, and well, we can't do it directly. It's a Cold War, not a hot war.
Yeah. I missed that whole thing, we were in England, we were just like, yeah, okay.
It's like whatever.
Put your nukes here, that seems fine.
Yeah, no, what could go wrong?
Yeah. We got some lovely countryside.
For us.
Yeah. It's like Russia's like your mum when she catches you smoking. Like
Right,
the UK,
yeah.
like, whoa, they're not ours.
And then you have to smoke all of them, and it's just.
It's
Starve or explode? I don't
know. I mean, it really anything can happen on the Orion Trail.
Pretty sure we will explode.
out of
Oh, I don't know. We still have a good chance at starving.
Let's see.
All right, hold on. Let's see what this trader wants from us.
Whoa.
Hey, the Cosmic Craft Club.
Charity food.
It's the only no downside
Yep.
rescue.
My favorite one is the blood.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Ah, I've got no food, I've got no crew.
Many conversations and sound normal. You're aware of that.
Well, no. We're in a game about space bears running a spaceship, eating space burgers.
Yeah. But my favorite's the blood one.
Yeah. It's got blood.
It is very...
You get some sugar cookies. It's like fine food.
We lost some stats, but that doesn't matter.
You know, it doesn't matter. And then, once again, I'm going to be the first to starve, and look at all those 3 skull burger options. But that's okay, we won't even get there.
Alright. Somebody was hungry.
Yep, Davis.
Go, Bob, propel us to our doom a second time.
And this guy's on fire, I don't know who it is, but...
Nope.
That was the Kings of Leon just popping in to say hello.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're screwed. Back in the burning.
Yes! I died.
Yeah, fuck it.
Wait, just give him. You know what? We're not going to starve. We're just going to explode. If you give
Exactly, no.
That's right. You can end it now.
Just end it.
I'm going out with a bang, mate.
Yeah, end it on your own terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, whoa, bam.
Not that indestructible.
All right, so we failed to complete Orion Trail again. The star map is really a lot longer than I remember it being.
Yeah, the last two especially are kind of grueling.
Yeah. The next one's way longer.
Yes, they are doable though. We've proven that on the stream.
I saw it happen on stream.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah, we finished it. This is weird, but I have been watching people play it on Twitch, and it does seem that there are people who are just good at this game that are able to finish it reliably, and I don't know exactly what they're doing that I am never doing. But
there's a strategy to it.
There seems to be where like they're spending a lot of time buffing their stats, which I never do, and they're consistently finishing the long haul, which is really pretty impressive.
Yeah, honestly, I think this game is, and I'm not pulling your leg, brilliantly designed. I really commend your work on this. No, really, I really like it very much. Because
he's gonna walk back into the office now, like, Yee.
Yeah, the ego is huge.
Your ego's not gonna fit the door now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to
Be stuck in this room.
Yeah, glowy face in the back behind us.
Clean that up.
Yes.
No, but really, I mean, I've played a few of these games. I played Oregon Trail. I've played Oregon Trail. I played. I forgot the name of the one that we mentioned before. Incredible Wagon Story.
Oh, Super Amazing Wagon Adventure.
Right, Super Amazing Wagon Adventure, and this one too, and definitely this. I think this one is my favorite of the four, personally.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to hear that. So thank you so much.
No, really, it does. I mean,
I'm not that much of a fan, but I'm just gonna wear my red shirt to work tomorrow. It's fine, you know.
It's fine.
But yeah. So thanks for joining us, guys.
yeah, really. Thanks a lot for lending us your time, your valuable time, and it was really fun to have you around.
It's fun.
Yeah, this is great.
Let's have let's have another chat some other time. Let's play some other game. Let's play some Overwatch at some point. Just let's do something else. Looking forward to that.
All right. I'm gonna go eat before it's bedtime because that's how we do in Europe.
Yeah, right. You got. What weirdos!
Please go to bed.
I'm literally gonna stuff my face in bed. Who knows?
Hey, man.
All right, man.
Do what you
All right, the stream is down, so I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you ever so much for lending us your time and your friendship and companionship. We'll let you know. We're gonna make an edit of this and put it up as well on YouTube.
Oh, cool. Sure.
So you can relive all your best moments.
Honestly, I think it's probably gonna go just like this. No edit whatsoever. Just gonna leave it like the live video, 1-to-1.
He's lazy.
It's comfortable. Not lazy, it's comfortable.
I've got to go. I've really got to run, but thank you again.
Go for it, Tom.
Much, and we'll talk on Twitter very soon.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for doing it.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Have a nice one.
Yeah, you too.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.